Hi, Caleb here. Well, my brother just got a Hyundai IONIQ
No, but that's a good name, IONIQ. IONIQ 5.
2022 all-electric, all-wheel drive SUV-ish car. So what year?
It's wait, why are you doing, do it at the car. We're like in the woods. We could do the Brothers Bicker car reviews.
Brothers Bicker car review.
Yeah, you could probably floor it now.
Wow, that was 53.
How do you like that?
It's just like they say.
Why?
What?
What?
What? When did you get this car?
I got this car like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Show them where we are. It's way better where we are in my face. Jesus. It's a 2022.
And so you came over here, and it was how many miles and how much electricity did you use?
Ooh, I have to double check, but 120-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I used about 57% of the... Sorry, I had a 57% left, so I did 43%, and I was only at 98% when I started the drive. Good range. I'm very impressed with the range, very excited. Did a whole road trip to New York, that's the whole thing. Went all the way to New York and back, and only charged twice, and it took 25 minutes each time to charge.
How many mile trip?
That's 320 each way. So 600 miles, charged twice. 8 when I started charging. I mean, really, it's like people that have range anxiety, that's another thing I would say that I've learned. People say, oh, well, what, isn't it super slow to charge it at your house? Yeah, it's 2 days, but it goes from 0 miles to the full 250 to 300 miles it can do in 2 days of charging. And unless you drive 250 miles in 48 hours, it doesn't matter. So if you commute 100 miles a day, okay, this is probably not the car for you. But if you commute 50 or 40, that's no problem. This car can do that. You plug it in overnight, it adds the 50 back, you're back to normal.
And when you say 2 days, you mean at 110?
Yeah, just a standard plug into the wall.
But you could get a double that.
You get a level 2 even faster. Level 2 charger probably charges this in 8 hours, from 0 to 100, which is a few $100, $500. But I don't think most people need that. No. One of the bad things about this car is that it has a teeny tiny frunk. So then underneath this is a 12-volt battery. They have a regular battery just like any car would. And then they have several different reservoirs for coolant. There's things to cool and heat the battery. There's a heat pump in this car that actually, just like a heat pump in your house would be, that heats and cools the inside, so you get instant heat in the winter.
Oh, this is all your audio stuff?
Yeah.
Is it flat? What's under here?
More storage space, just like 4 inches.
4 inches? Yeah. And so where are the batteries in this? The whole bottom?
All underneath, yeah. Look at it, it's so upset.
Oh my god, it sees the grass. It's like, don't hit the grass. Don't hit the grass. Oh, because it's a green car. It likes grass. It's saving the planet. Don't crush the grass. I wonder if it hasn't, like, it's going to report you now. You can't have an electric car. You're killing the planet. What were you parking in a field for?
Actually, do you want to drive?
Oh, I want to drive.
And there's lumbar support there too. Can change. Wow, you like to sit really close to the steering wheel.
Well, no, I have really short legs. So the heat pump does air conditioning right away and heat.
Yeah.
I want to turn
That's going to turn it even lower. You trying to turn it off?
It's broken.
You didn't put it in drive. Remember the old way that they used to put things in drive? So it's a twist.
I hear music.
No, you hear a legal sound. You have to emit a sound as an electric car in order to not run people over. Jesus. that wasn't even, that's not on turbo, but don't do it on this road. You're gonna ruin the car.
Ruin the car?
Yeah, with the dirt roads.
How would you ruin the car?
I don't know. You kick up rocks. Jesus, wait, it's really powerful. This is not the road for that.
I just like this. It is powerful.
I told you. Yeah, you're on level 3, and you have shifter, like what you would do to fast shift on the steering wheel is your regenerative braking changes. So you can do level 1, 2, 3, or I pedal, which means you have that's I pedal. It'll stop the car entirely. You one pedal driving.
Nice. Where do you tell how much electricity I'm going to make on this hill?
You can see that if you go to eco mode.
It doesn't tell you in sport?
Mm-mm.
Take it back. Take it back. How is...
So this is where it's charging up there. So that blue means it's charging and the amount, and then on the other side, that's the throttle, so how much power it's giving it. So it'll
Wow, it totally stopped.
You have it on iPedal. So the idea is you'll never have to use your brakes if you have it on one pedal driving.
That is awesome and frivolous. And the road noise on the highway?
You can already kind of hear that it's pretty low. Yeah, I would say the highway is better than my gas car. I have less internal noise than my gas car.
The corner's nice. Love it.
And all that craziness you just did, we still have 54% range. Look at that view. That's it. And then you can turn it off here. I don't really have nothing that I really dislike. I really like it. I'm sure there'll eventually be things.
What was your car before this?
A Kia Soul.
And before that?
A Kia Soul.
And before that?
A Honda Accord.
Okay, just for some
No,
reference.
a Honda Civic. Really old Civic.
You're getting Maine state rebate?
So in the state of Maine, you get $2,000 off your taxes, but actually you just get it instantly. The dealer does it.
Oh.
And
did it actually happen?
It has to be under $50,000. Once it hits over 50, the MSRP, you don't get it. And so the highest trims of this car are over 50,000. So I wouldn't have gotten it. So I purposefully got the lowest level trim. And then the federal government gives $7,500 off.
And by give, like, when are you going to get that?
So that one I won't get till I do my taxes next year.
And by get, what does that actually mean?
What it means is that if I have to pay $7,500 or more to the federal government as part of my income taxes, I will get that back as a rebate, just like you would normally get a rebate. I'll get the full $7,500 back. So it doesn't make sense for people that pay less than $7,500 in federal income tax. So if you have a very low income and you only pay $5,000 in taxes, then you'll only get $5,000 back from the government.
This is stuff that comes off your paycheck during the year, though. If it's more than 75, you'll get it back.
Right. And I would say a good portion of people are right at that line or more.
And where do you charge this thing for free for 2 years?
So you get 3 years of maintenance for free. So what would be your oil changes, but really you don't have oil changes, but whatever they do for maintenance. And then you get 2 years of Electrify America free charging at their superchargers, which are really fast. Those are all around. There's only one in the state of, where I live in the state of Maine. But they're kind of peppered throughout 95. Any of the major highways, you can go across the whole country on them. And they're really fast. The slowest they are is like almost a full charge in 30 or 40 minutes. But when you get a really fast one, it can be as fast as almost 20 or even 18 minutes charging from 10 to 80%.
Wow. I'm going to zoom in on that. Wow.
Fast. Wow. Fast.
All right. Anything else to say before we overheat?
Hyundai app right here, this one. And it will tell you the status of the car, the doors, the battery, the range left, the systems. You can locate your vehicle, lock it, unlock it, start the climate control, flash the horn. And I don't need my key. I can do that from my phone anywhere in the world, which is really nice.
All right, I hope you found that helpful. I did. What I was really most taken by was, although I knew it had a 250-mile range, that doesn't sound like much for some reason with electric cars because of range anxiety. And he made it home with 16% to spare, including our drive. So he came from southern Maine to southern New Hampshire, gave me a ride. I floored it 3 times. He drove home and he had 16%. I know it's summer. And I know that shouldn't surprise people because we know how many miles. It's a 115-mile trip. But just doing it and not even having to charge at night made it all that more salient that range anxiety is a little less than I considered for how much I actually drive more than 200 miles. So I think we're really at a tipping point where the range stuff isn't going to be that big a deal, and it's going to be less and less as we get into the 300, 400 mile and chargers everywhere. So I'm saving up my money, but I got a Toyota Corolla, a 2010, and a 2015 Toyota Sienna, and they're never going to die, so I'm never going to be able to get an electric car because it's so cheap once they're paid for. We'll get an electric car eventually. I'm waiting for a Toyota Prime, a plug-in minivan. And winning the lottery to get the new ID Buzz microbus. Stay safe out there.